What up, guys? It's your boy Kevin Yee Farm D, and I am going to tell you about the time. Well, it was just yesterday. I saw a Chinese fortune teller with my mom. What up, guys? This is your boy Kevin Yee Farm D, aka Kevin Yee the Refugee. Oh boy, refugeehustle.com. Yo, what up, guys? Man, if you don't know by now, this year we've been catching a lot of L's. Like with my family, well, let me lower this a little bit so it's not blocking the shot. But we've gotten everything through a house flooding. I'm currently unemployed right now. My dad is in the hospital, and everything is just hitting all at once. It kind of really, you know, everything is just really rough on me now. And even the other day, me and my mom, we went to a Chinese fortune teller. I know. First of all, I want to pop in the chat because I got people in the house, and I just want to give everybody a quick shout out, show up my love. Got the LaCroix on deck. That's right. I love LaCroix. And it's cold too. There's nothing like a cold ass LaCroix. So I got Translucent Origin. What's up? First, Brandon says, Happy New Year, Kev. Nicole's in the house. Third, Happy New Year, Kevin says. Andrew B. How is your dad going? Oh, man. Honestly, it's really rough. LaCroix, sponsor me. Anyways, yeah. Things are really rough right now with my family. My dad actually is not doing too well. Yeah, man. And every single time I go in, it's just like, it feels like it's getting worse and worse and worse, you know? And it sucks, you know, seeing someone that you care about, your loved one, just slowly waste away. And I don't know, man. I always try to have hope. That was what my Instagram post was all about. But yeah, so I'll tell you guys more about my dad later and whatnot. But yeah, like there's just been so much bad luck in our family recently, and I'm not sure. I like literally I've been checking my Chinese zodiac, my American zodiac. I'm a Pisces and I'm a dragon. And if you guys don't know, this year is the year of the dog, and it's really rough for us dragons if you believe in that stuff. I don't 100% believe in it, but you know, it's fun, and sometimes it is sometimes accurate. I mean, a lot of confirmation bias and stuff, but in general, it doesn't hurt, you know. And especially my mom being a more, she's not like traditional Chinese mom. She doesn't like beat you and stuff and tell you go to be a doctor and stuff. But some of the beliefs that we have, she, you know, she wanted someone there with her, and I was available because I'm fun employed right now. And yeah, so we went to this you know, I'm thinking in my head, like, because I've been to a Chinese fortune teller in Hong Kong. We went to Wang Daixin, and like there's a temple and stuff, and so there's like set stations where people are, you know. So I'm thinking about, okay, maybe this person has like a little spot in the mall, or like a little spot in the mall, or at least a shop or a stand somewhere, right? We pull up and it's a house, and first thing we do is just like, it's just an old grandma, man. And we're like at this person's house, a random like grandma's house. Her grandchild was like speaking Toisan and like freaking playing her on her iPad and stuff. And it was really funny because when I first came in, I was like, smells like my old grandma's house, right? And I don't know if you guys are like, if you guys know what Chinese culture for like people like Brandon who aren't Chinese and stuff, like they'll save like bottles like this, like glass bottles. This is coconut oil, but they'll save like bottles like this, or even like, I don't know, like old mustard bottles and stuff, and they'll throw their Chinese spices in there and stuff. And it always has that I don't know if you guys know, but like sometimes with the couches and stuff, they'll put like a cloth over it. And it was like, damn, this reminds me of my old grandma's house, the one that passed away like a few years ago. And I was like, dude, this is so crazy. And so, we go in and, she's speaking all this stuff. I can like understand a little bit. My like that's one of my New Year's like resolutions, I guess. I really want to get more fluent with Cantonese and Toisan and all that, and learn how to speak a little more and be more, I don't know. So I've been watching like stand-up comedy, like Cantonese comedy and stuff, like on TVB, and of course I don't catch everything and I'm not super fluent, but I'm really trying, just to get good enough, maybe not perfect, like scholarly level and shit, but I want that piece of my culture, because being Chinese, I'm very proud of being Chinese. I'm really proud of being like fourth generation Chinese, which is fucking crazy. But I do have like I don't want to say Chinese pride, but I do like respect my everything that my ancestors have done, and my grandparents and all that, the hustle that got us here. I respect that so much. Hence refugeehustle.com, shameless plug. Make sure you're a subscriber. Anyways, that was a sidetrack. So we're at this like grandma's house, and she has like these old books and shit, and like these not scrolls but pamphlet things, but they're all like cloth and stuff. So she's like, "What's your birthday?" And like, "When were you born? What's your Chinese birthday?" I'm like, "Oh shit, I don't even know, man. What time were you born at?" So all that sort of stuff. So we obviously talk about like, dude, like we recently had a flood. Do we have a lot more bad luck? My dad, is he going to be okay after a whole hospital thing? And for me, we did ourselves like, what's the future of me? Like, what's like, life has been so hard on me recently, and it's honestly a blessing in disguise too, because it really grounded me and be like, hey, Kevin, stop focusing so much on money for once and just enjoy time with your family and friends. And I'm back home and I love it. And even my California friends, they're so loving, and I honestly get so many texts and stuff about people who like really care about me, and I'm just so lucky. And with my course, I'm moving along, like I'm actually starting to believe that, hey, you know what? I have a good following on Refugee Hustle, and let's grow this bitch, like I really want to grow it and start actually making it my full-time thing, and I'm using this opportunity to branch out of retail pharmacy as well, because retail's all I've known my whole life. And I think right now is good as any time to kind of spend more time with my family, and also maybe perhaps venture into part-time non-pharmacy, like retail community pharmacy type of thing. So a lot of changes in my life right now. So yeah, my mom, like personally, I don't think I would have gone to a Chinese fortune teller about that stuff, but yeah. Well, basically, Chinese fortune teller was like, yo, your dad, he has to bleed. Well, her literal translation is like, there has to be blood, meaning he had to get surgery. Yeah. But he'll be okay after this. But honestly, I look at my dad's condition, I'm just like, man, I wish I could really believe that, but like I see he's having like kidney failure, liver failure, jaundice. He's having like irregular heartbeat again, VTAC, ventricular tachycardia. So many complications. And I just want to say, first of all, like, thank you, MGH, Mass General Hospital. Like, y'all have been a lifesaver for my dad. Like, well, you guys have been so catering to us, like my family. You guys care so much about my dad, and I see how hard people work there. And like, if MGH was in California, dude, I would apply there in a heartbeat, because I want to be around people who are super motivated, it's a team effort, and I just, man, being on the patient side, it just feels really, 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 really good to have so many people, healthcare providers that actually care, And I think that's the next step, man. Like, I think one of that's what I want to surround myself around. So yeah, and so that was my dad. And then I have to look this up myself, but I think for my fortune, it's like hella funny. Um let's open up my Evernote, because I was people kept on asking me. I want to remember all of it. So first thing she said, finances this year, I'm gonna be fucked. Straight up fucked. It's not a good year for me financially, which already happened. And during this whole time as she's trying to read me, I'm trying to be like all stoic and shit and not show any emotion or anything like that. But she was dead right about some of the stuff, or I don't know. She was like, my first business will take off at 34. So meaning either Refugee Hustle or something else at launch really takes off. Take off, Migos, right? This year finances are shit. I'll be Gucci at 48, meaning I'll have like 2+ businesses. I'll have 2 major like businesses that really take off, and business wise and money wise and all that, I'll be Gucci for the rest of my life. She's also saying, what's that called? Marriage wise, she's like, your wife is very, very strong. And I was like, in my head, I was like, she's gonna be a bitch. But apparently we're gonna be very compatible, and we're gonna have a really happy family. I have 2 sons. 2 sons. I'm like, damn. She's like, you're not gonna have any girls. And I'm like, damn. Well, at least regardless if I have boys or girls, man, I'm gonna teach them jujitsu, and we're gonna have a lot of family fun time, Yeah, but it's kind of like one of those power couple things. She was also reading, she also said I'm gonna die at 83. So I'm like, fuck, so I even have the exact day I die. So y'all, I'm gonna send out Facebook invites for my funeral. If y'all can make it, I'm gonna do it at that Boston funeral home, like where all the Chinese people go. I think it's called Wing Fuk or whatever. So yeah, damn, man, die at 83. She was also saying that I'm really compassionate and I really care about people a lot. And this was like dead on, because I care a lot about my friends. I care about my relationships. I always tell everyone, like, dude, if you were to strip me all of my money away, the most important thing I have in my life are all my friendships. It made me realize how ride or die my friends are in this really dire situation where I feel like I've had my masculinity stripped from me. I've had everything stripped from me, I still have my license and shit, but like when you have that guy who is always financially secure, and like that's my identity, and being like having a certain future is my identity. But when that gets taken away, what do you have left? And I have to say, all these people on my Instagram, on my texting me, like my personal and private life, so loving, so fucking lucky, man. There's no better feeling than having this sort of love in your life, man. And you can chase all the money you want, but at the end of the day, what good is it if you have no one to spend it with? Is it? And I have to say, this experience has really taught me that like I need to get on finding my partner, man, because if I were in this situation, I had no one around me, I'd be fucked. She's also saying that I should marry really late, and everything's pretty much do it later. Kids have it later, get married later, which is what I feel right now anyways, because I don't feel like I'm gonna get married anytime soon, which is a good thing because I want everything stable. I want to spend time with my kids. Like I have very strong family values. I want to be there, be that dad that, not to talk smack about my dad or anything. We all know like my relationship with my dad, but I want to have like, I want 100% support, be there for my kids, when they need it, for my wife, or, like I want to have like a really great family, man. And I want to put work into it, because I know what it's like growing up with no support, no help, like financially and all that, living wise. I was always good, but I never had support with anything I did, and I know how lonely it was, and it took me into a really dark places of like suicidal thoughts, or like really bad depression, self-confidence issues, some of the stuff I'm still really, trying to fight right now at the age of 29. So a good childhood is important, but I also don't want to spoil my kids and stuff, but that's it for another time. um she's also saying I'm honest, sometimes too honest, to the point where people might take advantage of me, which is true. I think, I try to be very honest. I like being real, and being real with people, and sometimes people just can't handle it. That's probably like, that's one of the things that I love about my channel, is because I just be my unfiltered self. I'm the same way as I am in real life. If you guys ever meet me or say hi to me, like, dude, same way, man. And yo, seriously, like, she was saying that people will get jealous of you and try to take advantage of you. So don't be too honest. I was like, fuck that. I love being honest. I love being real. She said, I get along with everyone, which is mostly true. Be careful about who I tell stuff to people, because they'll bring me down. I talked about the 2 boys, strong wife, having a loving family, marry later in life. I'll have a shit ton of money, like Gucci, stupid amount of money, like fucking helicopters, tanks, whatever, apparently, which, hopefully Bitcoin turns out well, and in like 4 years I'll be good. Maybe I'll take off and I'll be like a fucking multi-millionaire. Who knows? I was on that track anyways, man. Man, this LaCroix is so good. Fuck, man. Lemon lime flavor. Put that in the fridge. If you got a craving for a Sprite, not the same thing, but it'll quench that thirst. Shameless promo. And the funny part was that she said I was unambitious. I was like, damn, you don't know me at all. But I think what that means is, like, sometimes maybe I focus on the wrong things. I focus my attention on not the stuff that really matters, and I just work hard, sometimes blindly. And I definitely agree with that. And actually, in the post that I was trying to write today, didn't have time to finish it. Maybe I'll post it up tomorrow. But yeah, in the post I was writing, like, I was I looked at all my L's for the last year and what I fucked up on, and I'm totally 100% honest with everything. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe to my email, shameless plug. And yeah, man. So it was so funny. Like, she also gave me, I don't know if you guys know what it is, but she gave me, what a deal, man. Did I lose it? Oh no, I still have it. This thing, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little triangle thing. You're supposed to keep it in your wallet, and it's supposed to protect you. So it's like, think about it as like a Chinese condom for bad spirits. So yeah. Yeah, so that was the fortune teller, guys. And it was pretty cool, like, I haven't been to one. I'm not super superstitious, but I hope everything comes true. Like, I hope my dad does well and stuff. And oh man, it's been a while since I looked at the chat. Let me just hop back into the chat. So I got, life is putting you through the test, bro. But remember, stay strong and keep your head up. Keeping you in and your family in my prayers. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate it. Ying says, best wishes to your dad. Andrew says, I hope everything gets better. Sorry if I upset you at all. I was just curious. Fortune tellers are fun. I've never been to the Chinese fortune teller. Yo, I mean, honestly, I don't think I could ever go to a Chinese fortune teller myself. And you didn't upset me or anything like that. But yeah, like I couldn't even find this Chinese fortune teller if I wanted to. So I was like, at first I was like, oh man, I got a lot of work to do. I should really be looking at different places to apply, thinking about my dad. Like, there's a lot of small stuff that I need to do right now. And I just thought, hey, just take a break. Just spend time with your mom. Your mom really wants you to have someone there with her. And, like, I think I'm most worried about my mom, you know, because my dad, I don't want to say he was well, he's kind of a control freak and he took control of everything, you know. And if my dad goes, then I just want to make sure my mom's in good hands, you know, emotionally and all that sort of stuff too. And yeah, man, I want to make sure my mom's taken care of, you know. And that's why for me, something like Refugee Hustle or some sort of online business or cryptocurrency or anything like that is so damn important because, you know, like I want to live like bi-coastally and see my mom if I really want to, you know, catch family events, go Christmas, all that sort of stuff, man. And it mean the world to me, man, to do that sort of stuff, you know. So that's something that traditional pharmacy cannot get me, you know, and I need to really broaden my horizons or maybe run a pharmacy from both coasts. That's right. No. Yeah. Yo, can't really pay attention. Doing a thing right now, but what's good, Kevin? Thanks, Phil, man. Brandon says, laugh my ass off calling me out over here, Chino. What's good? What's up? Says hey. Tommy V, I appreciate you, bro. I wish nothing but happiness and success, brother. Thank you, man. Honestly, see, this is exactly what I mean. I have so many loving people who support me, you know, and I'm always there to support you guys as well, you know? And so that'll never change. Like whatever product I launch or anything like that, like hey, it's either for you or if it's not for you. But either way, I support you guys unconditionally. I don't treat you guys any different. I'm going to always have free content out there. But I do want to start a business. So however you can support me, that'd be great. But, you know, I'm not butthurt either way. But yeah, man. It's just a lot. But here, like, I'll talk more about like silver lining stuff as well. So it's really like even being unemployed right now, like it's really forced me to really to focus on like to figure out ways to be like, I don't know, I just embrace the refugee lifestyle. Like I live on $2 or $3 a day. I literally eat chicken thighs and like chicken broth, bone broth, and I boil it and I eat that pretty much every day. I never get sick of it. I'll put some salt, pepper, sesame oil. To me, it's like whatever, you know, just eat for sustenance or whatever. Like don't eat for pleasure all the time, you know, every once in a while. Oh my God, today I was like craving. Oh my God, I was craving this so fucking bad. I was craving this like Costco pizza, man. Of all things, I was craving Costco pizza. I was like, oh, I was standing in line. I was like, it's calling my name. I want that cheese pizza or the combo pizza with the churro to polish it off, man. I love that stuff. I grew up on that stuff, man. I remember I told this girl once about like, not my love for Costco pizza, but how much, like how I grew up on that stuff and free samples and whatnot. I mean, I think every Asian does that at one point, right? So, yeah. And she's like, ew, you trailer trash food. I was like, fuck you. You know, like, yo, I grew up on that food. Fuck you. We're not friends anymore. Well, we don't talk anymore, but yeah, man. That's probably the reason why I was so fat. I'm the mother fat guy, man. But guys, yeah. Hey brother, seen all your life updates recently or lately. Hope everything's getting better. There's the churro stupid fire, bro. Yo, that's the best muddy deal. Like it's $1 churro. And if you guys go to Costco, like in California, dude, they have cold brew there now. So I go there to grab a cold brew on there. I kind of want a churro, but I always have to resist the churro. I have to resist the pizza. That's turkey provolone sandwich is always like, oh, I'm like, goddamn. Pokey, man. I love the pokey there too. Like there's so much good things about Costco. It's like not the best food, but it's good value. And that makes it for me, I don't know, like growing up like with no money and stuff, like that thought that you just got it for a good value, nothing can beat that feeling. It makes food taste 10 times better. That's just like my dad, man. He likes literally he likes going to Market Basket. It's kind of like the equivalent to like a grocery store, like a Walmart type of thing. It's really good deal. It's like really good value, you know? And dude, I opened my dad's closet and I was just like, God damn, there's 8 jars of fucking mayonnaise in his closet. Because my dad's a little bit of a hoarder. You know, love my dad either way, but I was like, damn, 8 jars of mayonnaise. I was like, what the fuck? You can't even eat this shit. So like, fuck this. We're gonna return all this mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard that we're never gonna fucking eat. And we actually bought real groceries, man. So I picked up some. Well, I was making. I'll show you guys. I've been making cold brew, baby. Yeah. So, yeah, we picked up real groceries and I picked up the Halo Top green tea mochi ice cream. That fucking sucks. Don't get that. That tastes like fucking flowers, man. Like, no lie. You go sniff a garden and then you eat the shit. It's the same thing. No difference, man. Same thing. Yeah, so I was eating at Market, we bought new groceries and stuff, and yeah, man. So yeah, like, and I have to say, like Instagram, I've been getting so much love too. Like, my IG has been lit. You know, like so many likes, so many comments, so many DMs. Like, hey, my dad was going through this too, or like, you know, and I'm just like, hey, dude, let's meet up. You know, I can't really go out to eat like lunch and stuff with people because I'm really watching my finances right now. But until I get like unemployment or something. But yeah, it's like so crazy that like how much love I'm getting and people just want to chill with me, and there's no better feeling, man. I think that's like one of the things I've always been lucky with. Or maybe it's luck, it's part like, you know, part effort too, because I think it takes a certain amount of energy and effort to really maintain a relationship too. And I just have so many loving people and so many caring people. Yesterday I went to my friend's birthday. We're like literally across the street from MGH, right? Mass General. And I go to this birthday and I meet these dental students or dental residents, you know, and they were so sweet. One of them emailed or messaged me today and she was like, I hope your dad gets better, you know? And I was just like, dude, that's amazing, man. Like, I just met you and you're so sweet, you know? Like, I appreciate it. And so, like, it's really cool. Like, it might not seem a lot. And when you're talking to someone, it might be that you don't know what to say, but a little goes a long way for people, man. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, man. I got 15 people in this chat today. And I have a little game that I want to play, I guess. Well, I just literally stole it from my brother. Have you guys seen this before? It's called my lighting is like making it all shiny, but I got the voting game, baby. So basically, you're supposed to play with other people and stuff. I don't have anyone else in my house right now, and all my friends are like working and shit. So I thought I'd open up maybe later and tell some more stories. But you know, I'm actually, you know, it's pretty crazy. I'm actually trying to still adapt to Eastern Standard Time, or like, dude, I've been so jet lagged, so crazy. I usually adapt really quickly to like jet lag, and I haven't had the chance to pick up my magnesium, pick up my zinc, pick up like melatonin and stuff to get quality sleep. It's just been really hard, you know? Oh yeah, and talking about my refugee ways, like I used to always grab like cold brews from like independent coffee shops and stuff. I still wish I could do that, but I can't. Like, dude, at $4 to $5 per cup of coffee, that gets really expensive. 35 times 30 is $150, you know, a month, you know? And not to say I can't afford it, but when you don't have a necessary income coming in right now, like you need to be very refugee like. And I think that's the thing I pride myself on. Like, dude, I can always go back to my college ways. I was never that ballin'. Like, I never flossed out. People ask me questions like, oh, what is your car like? What is your apartment like? Well, if you ever been to my apartment, you can even ask Tam. He's been to my apartment. It's not fancy. I just have humble beginnings. I didn't even have bed for the longest time, man. The only things I care about, my books, my Dreamcast, which fucking drowned in the fucking flood. Oh my God, my fucking Dreamcast, man. And my video games, my OG video games. And those are all the physical things I care about, man. Maybe my DX Racer chair. I like that a lot. And maybe my my unicycle thing, like my electric unicycle. But for the most part, and obviously my camera gear, right? Care a lot about that, my microphones. But for the most part, I'm very low key. I don't really spend that much. And I think it's really good every once in a while just to, you know, go back to your humble beginnings and just pretend like you have nothing. Like, try it for 1 or 2 days. Think about it like a diet, you know, like maybe it's a financial diet or a mental diet or however you want to position it for yourself. But it is a good way to always like stay humble, man. And I love, I just love doing it from time to time because it really makes you tougher and really makes you like, hey, I don't have to live this way, but I can live this way if I really had to, you know? And then you can go back to your ballin' ass cold brews and stuff and all that. So yeah, I highly recommend it. And I think like sometimes like we get so limited by like our obstacles, you know, like it helps you be more creative about stuff, you know, like most people, if they lost their job, they would be like, oh fuck, I need to scramble, get another job, you know? But I think like right now, my current state, it's actually really good because I get to spend time with my family, something that I never get to do, like I said earlier. And I get to reposition myself like as a pharmacist. What do I want? And I get to work on Refugee Hustle, man. This is like my dream. There's one thing I feel consistent freedom, man. I can just like do whatever I want, you know? And that's the freedom with investing and having your money taken care of, you know? Like when you can invest and like live off that, like there's no better feeling than that, man. And you know, like might be a rough time for me, right? But you know, at the end of the day, you can always earn your money back either through stupid ass Bitcoin returns or investing or micro stock or whatever, you know? But yeah, like you can always get money back, but you can't replace the people, right? So oh my God. Dude, my freaking chat is like fucking lit right now. Lunch, I pay for you just to kick it and chill. I got you, bro. I want to visit Boston anyways. Yo, Tommy, honestly, that would be dope, man. It's usually the other way around. I always treat out my fans because you know, like there's so many other YouTubers out there. There's so many other YouTubers, so many other personalities out there, you know? To me, I'm just like an everyday person and stuff that has really big dreams and aspirations, right? But I always remember the people on the other side of the camera, you know? Because you guys are what help keep me going and help me like want to better myself a lot of times. Sometimes when I'm down in the dumps, I'm just like, fuck, man. Yeah, I could rest, you know? And it's important to rest and have buffer times and stuff, but to realize that you have a bigger purpose, that, hey, like people out there really relate to your struggle, you know? Like, I don't think I'm a investing guru or like life coach guru and shit, you know? Like, I'm just an everyday person, man. I love ratchet ass hip hop. I love cold brews. I love like certain things. There's certain things I really like. And I think that's just everyday normal people shit, you know? And when I see people like, Logan Paul and like Jake Paul and stuff and putting on this fake facade, it bothers me so much. When I see like people being fake, I'm just like, oh my God, it bothers me so much. That's why I don't like, sometimes I wonder, like that's why what bothers me about a lot of corporates, right? Hopefully not all of them. Like I have very limited experience, right? But like my experience with them, there's a lot of fake people to get to. You have to put on this face to get to a certain success, right? And it's very bureaucratic and stuff. You know, why can't people just communicate? You know, like how they actually feel and work on those type of things. You know, but that's one of my core principles, right? Like be real, honesty, integrity. You know, like having that is very important, especially for any organization. How you gonna lead people if they can't even trust you, man? John Fay says, what's up? Hello from North Korea. CCTV. So are you gonna read the comments? Blah blah blah. God damn, so many trolls, man. Let's block that shit. Block that. Cool. Tommy says he's gonna read. Give him a few. Cranky Apple says, how did you overcome those academic struggles during college? Man, I think like the first thing for any sort of problem is realizing that you suck at something and being very like responsible for it. Like when I got that academic probation letter, I'll take there's 2 times I was like academic warning, right? I was on academic warning in undergrad, right? At that moment, I realized like, dude, that took my airy fairy like cloud ideas and really brought it down to the streets. And I was just like, man, I am fucking up. There has to be a better approach to do something. And I think like sometimes like there's like 2 types of people. They just think about, okay, I just need to work harder, you know? But I was already putting in multiple hours of studying. It's like pseudo studying. I'll get into that later. But like I put so many hours into studying, and was I really focused? Not really, you know? And I was like, there has to be a better way to approach this problem, you know? So what are some real practical approaches? So one of the things I like to do is like look at people who are 10x better than you. And there was this guy, his name is Jason Shen. Does he still have his blog out and stuff? But I went to high school with him. He was like honestly going to be on an Olympic team. And he was like, back in high school, he was just so smart, and he was always reading, and he was kind of nerdy, but you know, like I really admire his drive and how he's able to balance so many things, you know? And he had like a lot of mental toughness as well. So I really admire that about him. So then I asked him, I was like, hey man, I'm like fucking up with my finances, fucking up with my academics and stuff. I'm not like the studying is not working out for me, right? And I was just like, what are some resources that you recommend? What are some of the tactics that you use, you know? And he was nice enough to forward me like study hacks and I Will Teach You Be Rich. And I started reading Zen Habits and all these other blogs at the time, because there wasn't this YouTube thing where people really express their ideas and stuff about like personal development, studying and all that. And so I took like, you know, a full analysis, like ask yourself what is working, what is not working. And honestly, working at like 2 a.m. trying to study, you know, I was just really tired. I wasn't taking care of my body and stuff. Like I wasn't working out regularly. You know, I got really, really fat. I got all the way to 225. I remember like back in the day, man, I would like unbutton my pants and just leave it like that, you know, just so that I could have like, extra room, especially when I sat down and started driving and stuff. Like, dude, I was that fat, you know? So, and I was miserable too. I was tired. I was sleeping all the time. So I was just like, man, there has to be a better way to approach things. And that's when I learned like the importance of when is like asking myself, when's the most optimal time to do this? How can I better use my time to how can I better use my time on the tasks that I'm already doing? So I'm already going to class. How can I be more productive in class so I retain more information? And how do I optimize my study time where I am more effective at remembering things or understanding concepts without spending more time? And it's like basically 80-20 analysis. What's working, what's not. And so yeah, I did a lot of that. And I think part of it too was like a lot of help, you know, like from other people, not necessarily them doing work or doing group like sessions and stuff, but like honestly, talking to people about my problems is very therapeutic. That's why I probably do this YouTube thing, is because it's really therapeutic for me to just, you know, talk about my problems and just like really connect with other people, you know? So yeah, man, I think like you have to really attend to your physical needs, your mental needs, and yeah, man, there's emotional needs as well. Like support goes a long way, man. Let's see. You, Logan. Yeah, I know. I'm not even a huge yeah, I don't like the Logan like family and stuff. They're kind of like trash, dude. Block this comment. Damn, a lot of trolls tonight, man. Laugh my ass off. I can't tell if y'all are joking. Carrie's in the house. Hi, Kevin. I hope everything gets better soon. Take care of yourself. Thank you, man. I've been like working out every day. I've been like doing yoga. I've been doing like TM meditation every morning, doing morning pages. I'm just trying to take care of myself mentally too. I try to go see my friends every single day. Just do something to get out of the house, because you know, when you just go hospital back, it gets very draining, man. So that's why it's important just to have like take care of all your needs, like health, wealth, and relationships. I think those are the three. So that's why I like to focus on, you know, and that includes mental and physical health, you know, and Pornhub. No. Thank you, Carrie. Sharon says, I just want to say your channel was a major contributor in my choice to pursue pharmacy. That's awesome, man. Dude, I'm so happy for you. Like seriously, I mean, I've had people say, thank you, Kevin. It's really funny because people think I'm like anti-pharmacy and stuff, but I'm not. I think it's a really good career path for some people and it's better for others, just like anything else, you know. It's really determining your like personality type, you know. And sometimes you gotta realize too, like we're not the same person as we were like 10 years ago and stuff, you know. And you change over time. Like for me, I want to say like I'm a huge extrovert. I'm still a huge extrovert. I love meeting people, you know. But am I like as gung-ho as I was like maybe 5 years ago? Maybe not, you know? Like I am still very extroverted, but you know, like things change, you know? Retail, like, or community pharmacy, you know, sometimes you want a new challenge, right? And I think that's the biggest thing for me. Like, okay, I want to say I'm pretty proficient at this, or I'm pretty good at this, you know? If I can win like a few contests and stuff, and learn strategy and stuff, this is great. But how do I grow myself even further, you know? Either start my own business or changing career paths, or maybe do both, you know? I think for a lot of community pharmacy, like not money wise, but I feel like intellectual wise, like I want to grow more, you know? And if I'm not being given the opportunity at one place, I have to move on with my life and not hold on. And sometimes like it's hard, man. Making a change in your life is really hard. And what I know it sounds really hippie, but sometimes life makes its choice for you. You know, I feel like I'm not like super religious or anything like that, but I do believe that, you know, like this thing with my dad, my job, everything happened for a good reason, you know? And it's given me a once in a lifetime opportunity to really connect with the rest of my family, to really step up and be a man of the house rather than very passive, you know? So yeah. Tim V says, "What up, man? Hope 2018 will be a better year for you than last year." Yeah, man. We're responsible for, dude, honestly, I take full responsibility for whatever happens this year. And so far, despite my dad's stuff, despite like all that other stuff, everything's actually going very well for me. You know, like it's really shown me like how I know keep on saying this over and like a broken record, but honestly, like it's really kind of shown me all the people who really care about like my situation, my life, you know, all the people that really, really make the effort to reach out to me. Not to say people that don't reach out like are really bad friends. I'm not saying that at all, but like there's people I haven't talked to in like 5, 6, 7 years, and they reach out to me and been like, "Hey stranger, like dude, it's been a long time and we used to be Zynga friends." Zynga, AIM, like this tells you, this states myself, right? But that was the last time we talked, you know? And to see people like that just reach out and just show love, man, so fucking lucky, man. Cranky Apple says, "Thanks for tips." No problem, man. The tip, baby. Yeah. Just a curious question, man. So I got a few people in this live chat, and I want to make this as useful for you guys too. What are some things that you always wanted? How can I help you this year? Like, what sort of topics can I help? And one thing I want to really stress this year for me is like, I've been very like, I don't know, I feel like last year was a very emotionally I was like very touched by everything, like my relationship with my dad, or like getting really close to my friends and stuff. Like I was very airy-fairy, very hippie last year, right? But one thing I want to do is really go from the clouds to the streets and be able to have that fine balance, right? So like proving things with numbers or proving things with more logical things in addition to the hippie shit, you know what I mean? I really want to focus on that because, you know, like I want to be real and shit, and I don't want to recommend shit that I don't think is like just because I feel a certain way. Like if I say the job market is saturated, where's the proof? What's the number? What's the numbers? Is that necessarily true? Or like how in a practical way can I apply? Can I see job openings for pharmacy or friendships? You know, like what are some practical everyday steps that I can do to that sound like real and shit? Like I read some of the stuff on, dude, I don't know, I read some hippie ass like posts and stuff, and I understand what they're saying, but sometimes like they're like, find yourself. What the fuck does that mean? Or love yourself. What does that mean? What does that look like? Okay, maybe it's like, hey, take care of yourself so you're not fat ass, you know? Every single time you go to the gym and do a powerlifting workout or a yoga workout or anything like that, you're showing yourself respect, you know? That's more grounded information, you know? And dude, if I want to go a step further, I can talk about the science, baby. Zynga, bro. Throwback. Haha. Yeah, I know. That throwback, son. Yeah, I have to say, Zynga is like one of the best things that ever happened to me. I got to meet so many cool friends, so many cool people in my life through Zynga. I love it, man. Like Zynga, back in the day, I used to hit up a lot of girls through Zynga, but I also met a lot of homies through Zynga too. You know, I'd be like, hey, what's up? You know, let's meet at Boston Common or like good times or something back in the day, right? Or Boston Bowl, old school spots, you know? And it would just be a great way to just meet people. And because we're Asian, the more people you know, the more people you link up with, you know? And some of my friends, like my friend Sino, like I have a lot of different friends that I all met through Zynga, you know? It's fucking crazy. But that was prior to Facebook and stuff, and then Tinder and all that sort of stuff too. Hey Kevin, don't forget MySpace and Asian Avenue. Dude, is my MySpace? Dude, I wish my browser was working, but let me see my MySpace. think this is it. Let me see. I'll link it below. Y'all, hey y'all, follow me at MySpace and my Asian Avenue, son. Let's see. Do I still have it? I'm like looking for it. Page not found. Fuck, man. I know my Asian Avenue is still up, but it doesn't look the same anymore. Maybe it's under my Asian Hakwai tag. Oh, I found my I did find my I found my MySpace, man. Let me show it to you guys. It's hella embarrassing. Yo, so this is my MySpace. And where's my Asian Avenue? Dude, this is so old. It's like my, oh my God. It's like my picture with me and my mom and my brother, man, in Hong Kong. Good times, man. Good time, baby. Where's my Asian Avenue? Asian Av does not. Oh, it doesn't support my browser. Fuck. Oh well. I'll just look it up next time. But I think it's under Asian Hakwai or something like that. Yeah, man. 16 people. What to talk about, man? I just feel like Astria says lol say Hakwai. So for y'all that don't know, a lot of my tag names are either two things. It's Asian Hakwai or say Hakwai. And dude, say Hakwai is like I don't know, it's just funny, man. Like you hear it all the time, like Chinese people are racist and stuff, so they're like black guy, or like for me, Asian Hakwai, it was always because like I felt like, you know, like I'm Asian, but I really enjoy like hip hop and that hustle mentality that Hakwais have, man. I think, and I always like their style too. I always think, even to this day, I love that dapper style, that, you know, that hip hop flavor, you know. Maybe it's not like 1990s like freaking baggy shit, you know, but I always love how they dressed and stuff. And I don't know, maybe I should dress like them more. But you know, recently I have not bought any clothes. My clothes don't even fit me, dude. Like it's so crazy. Over last year, my body's changed a lot too. So I'm just like, you know, I want to buy clothes that fit me and stuff, or build a wardrobe and whatnot. Even like, it's so crazy. Even the fitted shirts that I had maybe a year or two ago don't fit me at all. Partly because I did keto. I'm not as strong as before, surprisingly, you know. But I've been focusing more on jujitsu. Oh yeah, that's another thing, man. Like things like jujitsu, Muay Thai, all that sort of stuff. I wish I could do more, but unfortunately, I don't have the funds, and I froze everything in California, even barbell and stuff. So what I do instead is, like, while I'm out in Boston, I just try to figure out some stuff. Like, okay, I don't have jujitsu school. I want to do no gi. Every school around me is gi. It's about $100 to practice. You know, how can I keep my skills up for jujitsu? Well, I do have a kung fu school. My brother, like helps run it. I have keys. I'm like a siheng and stuff like that. You know, so why not just drill like the warm-ups that we do at my jujitsu school? You know, like I have like a few, not students, but there's a few people at my kung fu school that like to grapple too, just as much as I do. But obviously, since I go to jiu-jitsu school, I'm a lot better than them, even though I'm still white belt and stuff. But like, especially if you train at Eddie Bravo's or like a 10th Planet place, dude, it's so crazy. You are so much, I don't want to say better than a lot of other people, but when you train at a world-class place, man, like when you go against other schools or other opponents who are supposedly the same level as you, it's like, it blows them away, man. That's like training at like, imagine training at Marcelo Garcia's place, you know? And so, yeah. So hopefully I can get some of my skill back with sticky hands and stuff, so I can work on my arm drags and all that sort of stuff. A lot of jujitsu talk. But again, like with yoga, okay, maybe I don't have the funds to go to a yoga studio. Maybe I could do free trials, you know? But how do I still do yoga without paying the high fees? Well, I do yoga hip openers every single morning and stuff. Like I go on YouTube, look up a 10-minute like or 40-minute, depending how long I want to do yoga for. I do 10 minutes usually every single day. Then I meditate and do morning pages after. But those are some creative ways. My friend, he has a platinum membership at like a really commercial gym. I don't love it, but it's better than nothing. And I get to go for free every time with them, you know? So there's always ways that you can figure out stuff. Who are people that you know? And, you know, that's why relationships are so good, because you guys can help each other out and find win-wins for each other. So yeah, man, I'm just so lucky I have such loving and great friends, man. I keep on saying that over and over again, but yeah. You like keto, says Tim? Yeah, I love keto. I think out of all the diets I worked, out of all the diets, keto was the most sustainable for me because it's very easy. And maybe I'll do like a separate, I don't know, like I was thinking about doing a separate site, like besides Refugee Hustle, on just keto or just cryptocurrency or just investing, more niche sites, because I have so many freaking different interests, right? Like I'm like that guy who, oh yeah, that's what the fortune teller said too. Like I'm a guy who has multiple interests. Anything that like you are good at a lot of different things, or you're very interested at a lot of different things, you know? So yeah, man, I love keto because it's really easy. Like, for example, can I eat? This is my mom's cake that she got from her dancing party. But can I eat cake? No, because it's not keto. There's carbs in it. But can I eat this coconut oil? Yes. It's a very easy yes or no. Simplifies everything down. And like it depends on your personality too. Like I always say that for keto, like it takes a certain personality. Like for me, I like salty foods. Like I'm very salty, like umami, like type of flavors, you know, like rich flavors. I'm a dinner person, not a dessert person, you know. So yeah, man, and you work things out. Like for me, mashed potatoes are bomb, but you can't have that because there's so many carbs. How do you reduce the carb intake? Well, you can make cauliflower mash, which is honestly just as good. And Costco has an organic version in California, not back here in Boston, which sucks, but there's like cauliflower mash, and it's so bomb, man. I love it. Cauliflower mash is amazing, man. That's a good substitute for mashed potatoes. I honestly probably prefer the cauliflower mash over the mashed potatoes, just because you're getting the more like cauliflower in your diet, more vegetables, you know. And yeah, it's amazing. But then there's some things that you can't replace, like keto pizza fucking sucks dick. Like I remember at Ralph's they used to have, or a Safeway or something like that, there used to be at a supermarket, there was this chicken like pizza, and it would be a chicken breast with marinara and cheese on it. That was not good at all. That's tasted like ass, you know. Plus, like another thing, keto is very good on the wallet too. I think any diet you can actually like cater to like make it cheap, but keto is very easy, like because protein is kept like low to moderate, fat is high, carbs are nothing. So honestly, like I eat a lot of chia seeds, hemp seeds, coconut oil, as well as like fatty meats. So ribeyes, I love ribeyes. I don't eat that as much right now because I'm balling on budget. I also like what else do I eat, man? Fish oils. No, it doesn't sound very sexy, but In-N-Out, Flying Dutchman, easiest way to do keto. If you have an In-N-Out near you, that's the easiest way to do keto. Just calculate your macros and just stick to it, and just do majority of your diet through In-N-Out. And it's not that expensive. It's like $7 per day for me, you know, for that sort of stuff. So yeah, man, I love keto. And yeah, like even right now, like I do chicken drumsticks. That for like, dude, that's like the best deal. Like for 10 pounds worth of meat, I got it for almost like $10 at Costco. I can't remember the exact poundage, but so damn cheap. Like even at Costco, like the garlic pre-marinated one is $2 per pound, you know. So like basically I eat 4 drumsticks and some other stuff, and those are my macros for a day. Or you can do like protein powder. Those are your macros for a day. It's really easy, man. You can make any diet cost friendly, man. And I don't feel like I'm missing out. You know, like sometimes I do, but when I like really feel like I'm very deprived, fuck it, you know. I'm disciplined enough where I know I can go back on keto and it's not a big deal, right? Do I use whey protein? I used to hustle whey protein back in the day. If you haven't checked my stream from yesterday, I'll talk about how I sold whey protein. But no, not anymore. I use more vegan protein, not because I'm a vegan. If I'm eating chicken, eggs, and all that, definitely not vegan. But I feel like vegan protein, it actually digests a lot better, and there's like more fiber. There's omega-3s from the hemp. There's a lot of good benefits to it, you know. So I use that a lot. With no carbs, do you lose strength in the gym? I want to say, well, it's hard for me to say, but I want to say perhaps, but it could have been the jiu-jitsu, because all my previous numbers that I was hitting for powerlifting, like they're non-existent now. It's not the same. But for me, like a lot of my goals and all that sort of stuff really changed throughout the year. You know, like I'm not so much focused on strength. I like not functional training, but I really like doing jiu-jitsu a lot and learning to kick someone's ass, you know? To me, that's like very important. And I know I'm pretty like strong, like in general, you know. I'm not like the strongest, and I've definitely lost a lot of muscle mass, especially my deadlift and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, right now I'm at a good point because I'm not burning out. I'm doing a 5-3-1 program. I try to hit the four times a week. Right now I am. I do yoga every single day. I do jiu-jitsu usually 2 to 3 times a week. And when I say 2 to 3 times a week, I'll do 2 sessions each time I go. So 4 classes a week. And then if I have time, I'll do Muay Thai. I haven't been doing Muay Thai in a long time. It's not my favorite thing. It's very cardio intensive. I still go on hikes. I still do a lot of different things, you know? So yeah. So yeah, maybe I did lose strength, but I feel like right now I'm more balanced in life, you know? Hey Kevin, mutter early tonight. Just want to catch you before you close up. Since it's been about an hour, we'll catch on replay. Thank you, legend. Appreciate it. Yeah, and then you can hear about all my mother story about the fortune teller, man. But yeah, thank you, man. I know it's a little early today because honestly, I'm trying to get back to my normal sleeping schedule where I wake up at 5 or 6. But it's just like hella rough, man. Phil says, legit watching your channel vids and see you have a live stream. Pharmacy, here I come. Interview to get into school on Tuesday. Hey Phil, let me ask you this. What questions you got about pharmacy school before I close up? I'm probably going to stay for few more minutes. I know I should have I should redo, like have a time where I do redo my live stream and stuff, you know. But yeah, I mean everything's gonna be changing very soon just because I'm fun employed right now. But yeah, man, dude, this cake is like hella calling my name, man. Today's like I'm like resisting all these amount of goodness, baby. And dude, I'm getting more and more people on my stream, dude. This is awesome. You know, one thing I really appreciate this year, you know, sometimes I'm just like, man, my channel's not growing enough. My refugee hustle is not growing fast enough for my taste, you know? But then I'm just like, man, isn't that such a good fucking problem to have? Like, am I that freaking spoiled to be like, it's better than no growth, like 0 growth? That sucks. That's a horrible problem to have. But for me, I just have I have consistent growth, you know, and it might be not as quick as like, you know, the fucking asshole Logans or anything like that. Might not be as quick as some of the other pharmacy channels or like my, like even Broke the Habits or any of my friends or JK, you know, like But sometimes you can't compare that to other people, because I mean, there's honestly going to be always someone better than you, and it's not about the size of the D, it's about how you use it, man. And so for me, I like having this small community where people recognize each other, you know. Legend, you got shouted out in Broke the Habits video, you know, and like when you see green tea latte, y'all say, "What's up, man?" And it's amazing. Like, dude, that's the community that I strive to build, you know, and that I really feel very passionate about. You have no passion. How many subscribers do you think you'll have by the end of 2018? I don't know, man. Like let's see my subscriber count right now. I think I was at like 4,077. So let me see. I should show you guys my analytics too. Everything's been kind of going down, but I haven't been uploading as much either. Which I have no excuse for now. I should really be shooting more videos and editing and stuff, but I'm actually really busy on my product these days. Just because, you know, I've been promising this shit forever. What the fuck, man? But you know what sucks too? Like my views, like I'm not getting any views anymore. I don't know why, man. But it's okay. You know, sometimes things don't work out the way you want it to. Interactive comment, discovery, revenue. Where's my dashboard? 4,000, basically almost 4,200, you know? But let me think, by the end of this year, I don't know, man. I'll be happy if I get to 6K. And maybe I'll start doing the stuff in Jump Cut Academy to actually grow my channel and do more outreach too. So, you know, I was actually in a beta program recently for Meet Sadie, and I was thinking about, man, for the longest time I never took Refugee Hustle seriously as a business. I never took like these passion projects and looked at myself as a CEO. And I started looking at Ramit's business, Amazon, like different like sectors, right? Major influencers. What kind of departments or areas do they focus on? Maybe they have like some sort of marketing department, or a copywriting department, or content creation, or blah. You know, there's different departments that every business has, you know, and having that sort of structure. So how can I apply it to my business, you know? And I was just like, man, I never thought of myself as the CEO of my own company, you know, but finally I'm grabbing it by the balls and making it work, you know? And at the end of the day, there's always going to be more stuff that you can do. But I think sometimes we forget is to say no. What are we going to say no to? And for me, like, I think one of the things I'm not going to focus on as much is actually maybe writing so many articles and stuff. I mean, I will post it. I'll try my best to post every single week, but really focusing more on promotion, because I feel like for myself, I like people say, wow, like I always get this comment like, you should have more subscribers, you should have more of this, you should have more of that. But you know, it's at the end of the day, it's my responsibility. I need to make sure I'm making the outreach, which is something I barely spend any time on, which is really bad. Doing more collabs with people, doing more guest posts for people, you know, like really bringing in more people. You know, not everybody's gonna like my content, all right? Not everybody's gonna like my like honesty, realness, you know, how I talk about certain things. Those people aren't for me, you know. That's cool, you know, like at the end of the day, you know, you're not going to be friends with every single person you meet. Sometimes you're just going to, and you might not even feel anything towards someone. That's okay, you know? But I think it's really about getting the right people in your community, you know? I see you from your vids. I fucked up. Phil Castron says, I see you from your vids, WC. I live in EC, so it's late. Oh, East Coast. Yeah. I feel confident. I have a great knowledge of your pharmacy because of your vids. They really helped me prepare for this interview. Phil, let me ask you this specifically. What exactly helped you the most? I'm very curious. Like, What video is there one thing that really helped you prepare for your interviews? Because I don't think I've ever really done like a formal pharmacy interview video before. Yep, I saw that. Officially a refugee. And are you taking just a leave of absence? No, I'm actually like, I ended up leaving. So yeah, just because I want to spend more time with my dad. And like right now there's so much uncertainty with my dad that it just didn't work out. And to be honest, I wasn't exactly happy there. And another part was like, I just felt like they knew about my social media and stuff, and we didn't exactly vibe. So I'll talk about it more on another video and stuff. But yeah. So it's like a mixed bag of reasons, but that's pretty much why. But probably getting unemployment, baby. That's right. That was my dream. But yeah, man, it's a kind of a scary time, man. Like, financially, like it's very scary, but it's so liberating too. I don't know how to explain it, man. To have every single day to yourself, you're working for yourself. You do what the fuck you want. But at the same time, dude, this is entrepreneurial life. I love it, man. Feels amazing. I did a calculation of like of Refugee Hustle and stuff. And honestly, I just need to get to 50,000 subscribers on Refugee Hustle, like who are qualified, who like, are really good subscribers and stuff. And that has a potential to make multi-million dollars. It's really crazy how lucrative this online business world is. Okay, yeah, it just seemed kind of sudden, but you hinted it. Yeah, I haven't like actually shot a vlog on it, but I haven't released it yet, and I will talk about it later. But right now, it's just like I want to focus on my dad right now before I talk about anything. So yeah. What time is it now? God damn, it's almost like 12, dude. Holy shit. And maybe I'll send out a survey like through Refugee Hustle and see what time like streaming is best, and try to do that. Thought you might have missed it when you were explicit. Nah, man. Thumbs up. Yeah, like, dude, I have to say too, sometimes, like, I know this is gonna sound very hippie again, but sometimes, like, when you don't make a decision, life makes it for you. Meaning, like, other people will make a decision for you, And so for me, huge impactor was my dad. I only have one dad. You can have multiple jobs, but I need to spend time with my dad, and I don't know when I would ever be back, because there's two scenarios. My dad makes it and he goes through a shit ton of recovery, right? That's the first scenario. Second scenario, my dad doesn't make it, leaving my mom alone, and I really want to help and support her. I love my mom, man. She's always been there for me, but I want to make sure she's taken care of emotionally, all that sort of stuff. So those are two situations, and who knew when I was going to be back, man? And I already knew, like, they were, like, that's why with corporations sometimes, like, they can be very, I don't want to say sneaky and stuff, but, like, if a company wants to get rid of you, they'll find reasons. So they're trying to post stuff on my social media and stuff like that. So yeah, you do you. That's right. But yeah, we'll talk about it some other time, man. Anyways, guys, it is the end of my live stream on this Sunday night. And I wish I could have stayed up until like till 9 p.m. stream and all that. But pharmacy has been my passion for high school the last 2.5 years. The stories you tell about pharmacy school, pharmacy in your videos is so real. It's so cool how you break down pharmacy school. Hey Kevin, thanks for making the vid, and hopefully your dad feels better. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Catherine. That's why I was saying, like, y'all, if y'all have a request, just shoot it to me. I will do a request for you. And I'm more than happy to do any sort of video for my fans, because it's one thing to make money, like get views and stuff, but it's another thing when you're actually serving like a bunch of motivated, smart, intelligent people on the other side that really look up to you. I don't say that as like I'm better than you guys or anything like that, but it's kind of like a almost like a loving family, guys. Like I view us as all the same, right? But maybe I'm just a few steps ahead of you. Maybe there's probably stuff that you're better than at me. I know that for a fact, But dude, if we can help each other out, there's nothing better in the world. That feeling of like giving, man. Like seriously, that's like one of the best feelings. And Catherine, I was more than happy to do that for you. The reality versus expectation vids the most. Awesome, man. So I'll do more reality versus expectations. I'm actually trying to do one with one of my former interns. But yeah, that'd be awesome. Wilson Chen says, best wishes for your dad. Best wishes for 2018, says Legend RX. Awesome, guys. Well, it's about to hit 12 o'clock. I've been streaming for an hour 15. If you guys missed the stream, sorry, man. I should have announced it earlier. I fucked up. But I just felt like I really wanted to stream at that moment because there's so much stuff going through my mind. You guys helped me because honestly, I see my dad today and see my dad's health decline every single day that I visit is just really, it's really tough, man. And watching someone that you love like pass slowly is one of the hardest things that you can ever witness, man. Especially with my dad. I always see him so happy and like always talking and stuff. And to see him like non-responsive, jaundice, like he's all yellow. To see him like wasting weight, losing so much weight is really disheartening, man. And I honestly am a little scared about my future. Like I'm sort of scared, like for my mom's future, for my future. Like I'm gonna be the oldest one in the house. Oh, not the oldest one, but the strong male figure in the house. So all that responsibility will fall on me, and I want to take care of my mom. It's not so much of yeah, it's just like not like my dad did a lot of that stuff in the house to begin with, but knowing that he's no longer there and not having that support anymore is just very overwhelming, And I just worry about my mom because it's almost an empty nest, Like mom gets thrown aside and stuff and all that. So, I don't want to be like that. I want my mom to have a happy life and I want to take care of her, even if that means moving her closer and making sure she has a lot of friends, like it gets very, very lonely for my mom, So I don't know. Maybe if you guys have experience with that, you can give me some resources. Let me know if your parents are like that. If you ever dealt with a loss of a loved one like that, let me know what you guys did. But yeah, man, I'm just really worried about my future right now. But yeah, thank you guys. And take care. Peace.